we're back. Sorry for missing a week of playoffs. But life's been busy, and this week it's been busy getting ready to play Ikana again. So, no surprise, everyone who's watching this probably knows what the deal is. I'm in the semifinals. I'm against Ikana. It's a rematch from the regular season. So before I go into kind of my prep for this week and what I'm going to do and all that sort of stuff, I thought that it would be interesting to look at just how different the matchup is from the last time we played. So this is what if you go back and check my video for when I played Ikana, what I wound up going with. It was week 2. I had only played one match against Eden. Ikana had only played one match. I think he had lost it. And this was his team. So Scizor, Ursaluna, Bolt, Quaquaval, Glamora, and then the rest of the team, which is the same as now. Since then, we've each made a lot of trades. We, for me, meaning Bombi, has traded out Swampert and Delmise, got back in Tyranitar and Gigalith. And Ikana has made a lot of changes too. He no longer has Ursaluna, he no longer has Quaquaval, and he no longer has Glamora. And instead he has Iron Boulder, Keldeo, and Donphan. So the matchup is completely different. Just to pull up a little image of the rosters now. It's a completely different matchup. There's very little use in looking at my previous team, looking at the ideas that worked before, because it's just going to be completely different from the last time I played. So here's my squad. Ikana's squad is not loading, but it's these guys. It's these guys right here. And he's got the Greedent, normal Ghost Poison. So going into this week of playing Ikana, things are a lot different. So when we played previously, we'd only each played one match. We had both lost. And I know Ikana pretty well. We prepped together for all season. We prepped most of these weeks together. And I knew that, at the beginning of the season, he's not going to feel comfortable with this team. It's a lot of Monty he hasn't used before. He lost the first match. He's just, prepping against my crazy random team. And I had a read on him that he was going to try to bring a lot of fairly straightforward checks to things. He was going to try to have a squad that was just diverse, balanced, covered a lot of things. And the squad that he wound up having was Custa, Barrier, Ursaluna, Mega Scizor, some kind of Raging Bolt, don't remember exactly, maybe Booster. He had a Quaquaval, which I think was Scarfed, Glamora, which didn't have Sash, that's all I know about it, and Tangrowth. And I knew that I could put together kind of a rain squad that could take advantage of him having, maybe the most obvious answers to something like Swampert, Rocky Helmet Tangrowth, and I wound up taking it out with an Ice Beam, and then he sacked it to Ninetales. Ikana's different now. He just ran Power Herb, Raging Bolt to knock out Robert. He has been on a roll with this team. He is feeling himself. The vibes are different. Let's see if I can pull up this roster. Yeah, after that loss to me, he has gone on an absolute streak, except for this loss to Chad, to Mick, I think it was Riker at the time, Eden, Pula, Bombi, and then he beat Robert using a pretty wild squad with Expert Belt Donphan, Power Herb, Raging Bolt, forget if he had Calm Mind, Keldeo, something like that. He's run Tangrowth, Sun, he's run all these crazy squads. And I know that when Ikana is really feeling his team, he goes away from that sort of, I need to hedge against anything that I could run into balance team, which is what he ran more against me when we were both in a more tenuous position. And he starts building with a more offensive mindset and having an idea for a threat and then building around that rather than building to cover all of his weaknesses, which is good and bad. I think that previously when I played him, I relied a bit on him bringing a couple maybe obvious checks like Rocky Helmet Tangrowth and calcing for that specific interaction. He ran a couple things that surprised me, like Custap Barrier or Ursaluna for sure, which kept my Charizard from sweeping. I think I ran Belladrum or Switch Stance Charizard. But for the most part, he brought a lot of what I was expecting because of where we were in the season. Now I'm expecting him to bring, and I'll hop over to my actual sheet here. I'm expecting him to bring a lot more off-the-wall options. And my team isn't good at covering off-the-wall options. I don't have good defense, of course. I don't have good hazard removal. I don't have good hazard setting. My team is bad. And so I think that someone who's building specific threats that they look at my team and they think this is going to do really well, they're going to have a pretty good time. I think that that's the way to play against my team. I don't think that you try to avoid losing to something like Charizard, Hurricane, Weather Spam. I don't think you try to build to counter every weather. I think you just pick a couple good guys like, Sword Stance, Trailblaze, Caesar. You build a couple things to support them, and then you just, beat the team that's worse than you in terms of the mons on the field. I think that because Ikana and I have been doing so much prep together, he has a pretty good idea for the kinds of teams that I've been running. Guys like multiple choice scarf users, multiple boots users, to make up for my lack of speed, to make up for my lack of hazard control. And so, with what I would describe as kind of a newfound confidence in a squad that Ikana is feeling more comfortable with, and a lot of experience with helping me build teams for this specific roster, I'm going with a new approach. What I'm going to do, and this might be a long video, let's see, we're already 6.5 minutes in, I haven't even pulled up Pokemon Showdown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of these Pokemon, and I'm going to write down every move option or set option I can think of that might surprise Ikana. And then I will do a little retrospective, see what seems like it could work and what couldn't work, keeping in mind that he has a lot of priority. He has a lot of speed options, and just seeing what I can do. In a different world, I would try to run something like maybe a Toxic Spike stall against Ikana. I don't have any Toxic Spike users. I think he's a little weak to that. I don't have any. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to take my 10 usable mons, which you can see here a little bit better if I zoom in. I've got Team 1, which is just the first 6, and then Team 2, which is the next 4. I'm going to scroll through their showdown options and see what comes up. So Pelipper, options. Rain Dish, Stall, maybe. Who knows? Do that with Politoed or something. Drizzle. Acrobatics, Agility, Blizzard. I need to make this way smaller if I'm going to do this. Okay, well, let's put this in a couple categories. So, Agility boost, Physical, Rain Dish Stall, Defog, so just Utility, Frustration, Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot. Gets Gunk Shot. I didn't know that. Scream Till Beware. Coming off that base 50 attack. Probably not that useful. Who knows? Special Spam. Knock Off. Physical, Liquidation, Pursuits Band, Quick Attack, Return, Roost, Scald, Seed Bomb. That's weird. So I'll put that in the mix. I don't think any of these physical options are going to be especially good, but who knows? Tailwind, U-turn, Toxic, Waterfall, Weather Ball, Aerial Ice. And now we get into the good stuff, the usually useless moves. So I could, Aqua Ring, Rain Dance, Rain Dish, Stall Out, Thunderclap, who knows? Attract, Brine, Captivate, Chilling Water. None of these moves are especially good. Chilling Water. Maybe Fling. I think Fling is always a Dark type move. Is that right? Yeah, it's always a Dark type move, so that's not especially useful. Fly, Hyper Beam, Icy Wind, Mimic. Shockwave, don't think it's especially useful. Yeah, Shockwave's not going to do anything. Hurricane won't do. Stockpile, Spit Up, Soak. Sure, why not? Put it on the list. Stockpile. Okay. Does it get Whirlwind? Doesn't even get Whirlwind. Kidding me. Ninetales. So, a bunch of things, Who knows how I'm going to wind up running. Ninetales has boosting options. Boosting, so agility, calm mind, Missed plot. Veil, who knows? Maybe useful. Physical, that's the set that I was looking to running. Pretty bad physical attack, but pretty bad special attack, who knows? Gonna be saying that a lot. Special, there's lots of options. Oops. Encore, disable, that'd be interesting. Foul play, heal bell. Hex could be interesting if I wind up getting, you know, status on something like Scizor. What if I could do Fling Light Bulb Pelipper into Hex spam? Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, that'd be more along the physical route. Nasty Plot, Pain Sport, Play Rough, Seshock. Stored Power, love me a good Stored Power user. Weather Ball, that's just going to be worse than Blizzard, unless I have to run Snow Warning. Winter Room's bad. Sheer Cold to this band. Imprison, Icy Wind, Hypnosis. Hypnosis? Sure. Prison. My idea with any of this isn't necessarily to find sets that are good. Just to kind of look at Flail. 67 attack, no, that's never going to work. Look at the universe of options. And then when I look at his team, compare it to the things that I think he's likely going to bring. Tyranitar is going to have a lot of options, so Dragon Dance, Rock Polish, Curse, sure. Curse could be good. Mixed, Utility, Counter, and that's the stuff off the top of my head. So now let's run through and see if there's anything that's just surprising. Body Press, that's okay, that could be useful, but probably worse than Superpower almost always. Dragon Dance, lots of fire moves. Eat your heart out, Scizor, Foul Play, not gonna be useful Home Claws worth the Dragon Dance. IDF. IDFF. Lots of status spam. Block could be interesting. Chip away, what does that do? Ignore stat changes, normal type. That seems bad. Pretty sure Fling never works. Got a door. Does it get flail or anything? We'll see. Incinerate. Mimic. Rain Dance, Payback, Nightmare. No way if anything's to sleep. Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb could be some interesting speed control into a Keldeo kind of angle. Whirlpool. Okay, I'm never running Whirlpool. I would rather run Block, but some options there. Hippo. It's got Body Press. It's got Curse. Basic stuff that I'm used to. Heavy Slam. That could be good for Screamtail. High Horsepower. Ice Fang, Iron Head. Rest, Return, Roar, Rock Slide, Slack Off, Slip Talk, Stealth Rock. This is all stuff I kind of expect. Superpower. That's interesting. I didn't know about that. Toxic, Weather Ball, Whirlwind, Yawn. Amnesia. That makes me want to check something. Jesus. You know, you're saying there's a chance. If I get up in Amnesia, do I become unkillable? We'll sleep on it. What else have we got? Curse. That was all the way down here. Amnesia, Attract, Battle Blows, Captivate. Yeah, I know this thing gets stockpiled too, which may be better than whatever that is. But maybe too slow to stop a Specs Keldeo. And all these special moves that I don't need. Utility, band, you know, who knows, helmet. Polytype. Polytype I really have not used at all this season. I've used it for maybe 2 or 3 matches as a secondary rain setter when I had Swampert, and I don't really think I've used it since, so I think that it might have a lot of options that I just have totally overlooked. So, special. Is it good enough to run physical? I mean, kinda. It could run physical, but it'd be bad. Counter, I'd like to see it. Encore, Endeavor. These are all great options. Focus Punch, probably bad. Haze, Perish. Does it get in prison? No, okay, too bad. Low Kick, is that going to be useful against anything? No. Power Up Punch. Estos. Toxic, Terra Blast, Sub, okay. Nisha, that's interesting. Belladrone. D-Punch, Sugar, Fissure, Flame. Ice Ball. So that's rollout of ice. Mind Reader Hypnosis could be interesting. Is this set too evil? Nothing's too evil. I could lead this. EV it to live the Volt Switch. We'll see, we'll see. This is the kind of set that I need to run, I think, or at least have a couple of these, because I think that if his team gets going, I'm just going to get run over by pivoting from Scizor and from Bolt and from Baton Pass and him getting up rocks and having better spinners. But if I, you know, Hypnosis something, Whirlpool the switch in and kill it with Perish Trap, you know, I'm suddenly up, you know, basically 5-4. And that could give other Mons an option to really get going. Let me try to miss anything. Encore, Endeavor. Yeah, I like all this. I kind of like Protect Encore with Hypnosis Plunder Policy. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting set. And then just Whirlpool things until something dies. Horrible set. Wouldn't need to be that fast though. I mean, Keldeo is 346. What's Talon Flame? It's like 390 or something. 386. So 388, 2, 194. I kind of like this. It's ridiculous, right? But I don't know. It's like I can just sit there and chip things with Whirlpool. 85% accuracy. Sit there, you know, Protect Encoring Screamtail. That seems pretty good, right? I mean, I'm never going to heal up, but it could be a good lead. I'll see what I can build around that and see if I mean, I need to see if I even live a Thunderbolt. Raging Bolt. Yeah. I guess I never outspeed Max. But I would just, you know, I would just hypnosis. And if he sleep batters me, or if he volt switches on me, then I hypnosis, get the blunder policy, or put something to sleep. Does this work if a move fails? Misses due to accuracy. Okay. Hypnosis is 60. 60% chance to go 1-1. That's not bad. I'll think about it. 9 tails. Agility. And 4. Foul play. Wish. Memento. Cast upon nature overheat. Pain split. Say shock. Roar. It's not like working off stored power. I'm stored power 9 tails. To be a little better because, well, I'd still get fucked up by Tuskerton. But maybe I could run that into a Keldeo that wants to flip turn on me. Let's run some kicks. Sunsetter. Oh, boy. Drag. That's pretty bad. But you know, maybe a nasty plot on the Thunderclap. If I get that off versus Keldeo, that'll be really good. I can outspeed the Cleaver. Let's say that I get this. How do I do into the rest of the squad? Okay, sure. Not bad. It's okay. Maybe not worth it, maybe worth it. Keldeo dies to store power, surely. John Fan dies to flamethrower. Scream Tail. Not as good as I expect, but Scream Tail can't do anything to me back. Talonflame dies to store power. Yeah, this is kind of an angle, because the priority that I'm worried about is Mega Scizor, Bullet Punch, and Thunderclap. And if I can get an agility on Keldeo while he flip turns into like Donphan or something, then was I 1KOing Donphan? Maybe. I mean, Donphan's gonna have whatchamacallit. Sturdy. So that's an option. So, stored power. That's an option. I'm really going on the rabbit holes here. I'm feeling ready to start making things. Foul play, healing wish, memento, stored power. Hex. I don't really have a way of statusing anything. Willow. Try to realize burning chalice. What does that do? That's interesting. I don't think it's very useful, but it's interesting. I could 100% burn a Calm Mind and Keldeo. Grudge. Wonder if I can stall out Mighty Cleave power. Also gets Hypnosis. Until I get Hypnosis, yeah, it does. Payback power swap. Stages. Psych up. Not really useful. Rage, roleplay. Let's go with the target. Just roleplay and then switch. 25 minutes in. Alright, it's not exactly clear whether it stays. I don't think it's going to be useful, but you know, I like to know how things work. So anyways, okay, so that's everything from Ninetales. Now let's hop into the last couple guys. Passimian, Gigalith, Vanillix, and Charizard. Passimian, so Defiant. I don't think he has anything that's going to lower my stat changes, unless he has a parting shot or something. Acrobatics. Impressed, and I got that. Bulk up. CC, counter. Drain Punch. Endeavor. Focus Punch. There's never a chance I would special. Yeah. Gets all these good special moves. Focus Punch. And a shot. Superpower is good, but it's worse in close combat. Trailblaze. I mean, it gets like every move that I could hope for. It's just its stats aren't that good. It does get upper hand, which is one thing I was looking into for the Scizor and the. So the problem with upper hand is that, well, I don't know if there's a problem with upper hand. We'll see. It's gonna need fire moves. Of course, it's Sunny Day. Upper hand, Thief. Maybe. Reversal. Electro Web? What the fuck? Why do you get Electro Web? Block. Do I have any actual block targets I could get? Maybe a Donphan if I start bulking up and block it? What would that look like? Leftovers, Defiant, look up, block, Drain Punch. I need to eventually be able to hit the rest of his team. Drain Punch, Drain Punch, Drain Punch. Drain. Oh, okay. Better than I thought. Scizor doesn't quite die, but yeah, that's a bulky-ish Scizor. If I'm +6, I don't really care. Raging Bolt. Kills me, but I kill it back. I'm +6 and I'm not worried about Boulder. Claudio, specs could be a problem. So, I mean, I just want to see Trailblaze. Kills Galio. So does Drain Punch. Donphan. Scream Tail. Trailblaze might 2-hit KO it, but this is not a bulky. So I probably need, if I do this crazy block Passimian, I probably need something for Scream Tail. And, you know, maybe I just accept that if the Keldeo is choice specs that's going to kill me. I don't love that. Talon Flame. Yeah, so maybe I need something that hits Screamtail and Talon Flame. Tangrowth is a potential block target, unless it's special. Malamar, don't love. And then Greedent's another potential block target. So really, if I run block, I'm looking for Donphan. I'm looking to guarantee, but he's probably just going to go Screamtail or Talonflame. What hits Talonflame and Screamtail pretty well? Maybe Rock Slide. If we go last move, Rock Slide, and assuming we get to +6, Talonflame definitely dies, and then Screamtail doesn't quite, but it 2-shots it, and I can flinch it. The other option would be Steel. I don't think I get any Steel moves. Oh, okay. That's not going to be great for Talonflame. Do I get any Ghost moves? I guess I get Knockoff. Knockoff might do it. Okay, it's going to roll to kill this Screamtail. I don't want to rely on Gunshot, which is definitely a kill, but... Well, you know... That's an option. We'll see. I'll check the cows. Because I really only have one target that I can... You know, I block some Donphan and set up on them. So I would need to outspeed Donphan. I would need to not be able to have a way to kill me. I would need to be able to out-heal it. But that's potentially doable with these stats. So if I just get +1/+1, let's say I have no speed, this is all hit points. You know, that's not too bad. Maybe go to +2/+2. And then I am out healing it. And, you know, I probably would want this in just straight defense if I'm going for this strategy. Is this Adamant Max attack? No, let's say Adamant Max attack. So at +1, I'm not out healing it, but at +2, I am. And if he hasn't knocked off my leftovers, I'm definitely out healing it. And what I would need to do is Donphan, let's just say max speed, Jolly, 218, so I need to be, oh, okay. And then 16 from defense, so 240. I'm kind of liking where this is going, because I think that Donphan is, well, is he ever going to bring Donphan against me? That's another thing that I need to consider. Let's look at my team. Beats Donphan, not good into Donphan, beats Donphan, medium. And then also, is he ever switching Donphan into Passimian? Like, doesn't he have better things to do? Okay, it's an option. Gigalith. Rock Polish. Curse/IDEF. Gonna be kind of tough because Keldeo is around. Explosion. He doesn't have a ghost, does he? His only ghost is Greedent. So we could just lead Custadberry Explosion. Although Custadberry, I think, only raises your stage by 1, right? Let's see what it does. First in its priority bracket. So it doesn't even raise your priority, it just guarantees that you go first in your priority bracket. So that's not great against a Scizor who can also just tank the explosion or a Thunderclap. You know, Gigalith has some really good special moves and has 60 base special attack. Just want to flag that for you all. Superpower, Throat Chop. Does Throat Chop help with any Screamtail sets? Maybe Psychic Noise. I think Psychic Noise is a sound-based move. also gets block. Hyperbeam, laser focus, alpha magnitude. More great special moves that I can't use. Swagger, tackle, takedown, wide guard. Dice, AV, band, lead. Another option is I maybe just go for a bunch of guys that can try to one-to-one him, with like that Polytoad and the Skigolith, and I try to make it a 3-on-3 match, or something like that, and I hope that my guys are better than his in the end. Pause. Alright, so this guy, Vanillix, Acid Armor, Veil, Autotomize, Lizard, Boom. Scizor makes so many of these teams so bad. Freeze Dry, Physical. You know, honestly, not too bad. Physical. Reshard, Ice Crash, Light Screen, Magic Coat. That could be really interesting in the Screamtail. If he brings a Spitiff, Screamtail, I could Magic Coat. Toxic. You know, the more I look at all these teams, the more it really feels like I have to run some sort of Sun Angle, which just makes Raging Neck so good. How do I avoid losing to the Raging Neck? Where was I? Toxic. Ball House, Astonish, Attract, Beat Up. Harden. Something tells me that will be worse than Acid Armor. Icy Wind, Imprison, Iron Defense. Do I get Body Press? Surely not. Yeah, because I don't think this Pokemon's even released. Secret Power, Round, Rain Dance. Does it get Hail? Can I do Hail? Snore, Sheer Cold, Self-Destruct, Secret Power. Okay. So there's not a ton this guy can do. And then Charizard. Charizard, I'm probably going to have to bust something out. Let's see, it's got Acrobatics. It'd be interesting with no item or item that gets consumed. It gets Blaze Kick. Counter. DD. Earthquake, every fire move, Focus Punch, Iron Tail, so that's maybe something for Screamtail. Outrage, Terra Dragon could be really strong, or Scale Shot. Perfect. Ability. Solar, Automatic Blaze. B. Let's go. Cancel Land. Sure, why not? Let's see how this does. Let's say that I'm 252 Adamant. I get +1. Terra Dragon. And I've got Outrage, Iron Tail, so Blaze Kick. And I would have Dragon Dance. So Donphan walls me, but we trade 2 KOs. Season 1 Mega. 40% from Bullet Punch, but let's not assume too much. 60% from Bullet Punch. Dies to Blaze Kick. Raging Bolt. So I live the combination of priority and I'd kill it with Outrage. I kill it from Outrage from 0. And this is the max special attack one, so that's good. Iron Boulder. Oh, kill with Iron Tail. So super effective, super effective, super effective. Keldeo sometimes dies to Outrage. Donphan doesn't, but Donphan I don't think necessarily comes. Iron Tail does not a lot. But if I stay Fire, Screamtail doesn't do a lot to me. Does he get Iron Head? Steel. What other steel moves it get? Steel Wing. That's pretty bad. Poison, Ghost, Shadow Claw. Yeah. Shadow Claw could be interesting. Because Shadow Claw, surely to a KO Screamtail. Well, surely. Expert Belt, to a KO some Screamtail. And how's it do against Boulder? It's okay. Talonflame. Not great. Tangrowth. Throws a Blaze Kick. Kalmar. Great. Okay, so this Charizard, I mean, it can chunk stuff for sure with DD Outrage. Outrage. Okay, let's keep looking. Quick Attack, that's interesting. Roost, so it could be Utility Zard, but like, I'm not going to run Utility Zard. I'm going to need Charizard to win this match. Swords Dance. Swords Dance Scale Shot. Is that what I ran against? Is that what I ran against him last time? Probably check the spreadsheet, can't I? Don't we link all the matches? What did I actually run against him last time? I ran Belly Drum. So he might not necessarily expect Swords Dance. I can't believe that he... Okay. So maybe Swords Dance Scale Shot is an angle. So this would be like a loaded dice, Blaze, Swords Dance, Scale Shot. I mean, I probably need Iron Tail. And then what's left? I mean, I Fire Punch maybe. Fire Punch. And then I would need a Hippo for the revenge kill from Iron Boulder. Yeah, I mean, that's an option. So let's say that I get +2. Loaded dice, Scale Shot, Fire Punch, Iron Tail. Let's run through. Scizor dies to Fire Punch, only a +2, that's so bad. Maybe it's just worth running special Specs Charizard. Bolt, dies to Scale Shot, dies to Scale Shot. Not quite from 0, but if I'm, oh, and that is Terra Dragon, yikes. Iron Boulder, dies to Scale Shot, +2. I would Live a Mighty Cleave. Keldeo sometimes dies to Scale Shot, Donphan. Yeah, takes it, Scream, Tail. That's almost not even worth running. It's almost better to just run Blue Wingbeat, I think. Yeah, because then I always get the kill on Keldeo. Flame. Tries to get like Rock Tomb or something. Honestly, Rock Tombing a switch in and then Scale Shotting is pretty funny. What's likely to come in on Charizard? I mean, if I switch into Scizor, and it's probably Screamtail. I mean, it's probably Screamtail. He's kind of a Charizard problem, now that I'm looking at his team. Terra Dragon Special is pretty good against him. So let's restart and look at this from a different angle. Do I have any other way of boosting my speed? An Iron Boulder is always going to outspeed me. Scarf Keldeo will always outspeed me. But everything else is pretty slow. So let's go Modest Solar Power. Let's go Weather Ball. Let's go Terra Blast. Hurricane. don't know what a good last move is. Maybe air slash for consistency. You know what I'm kind of liking? I'm kind of liking the angle where I lead with 9 tails and just immediately Healing Wish. Because I'm looking at his team and he doesn't have great switch-ins for Solar Power Charizard. Iron Boulder is so fast. It's so annoying. Choice Scarf, Modest, Solar Power, Sun. Let's go ideal scenario, Terra Fire, sure. Let's see what I'm actually putting down. So if I go that route, Raging Bolt, it takes nothing. Sun, Terra Fire. These numbers just aren't quite getting there. And the one time I tried running Solar Power Charizard, I lost. So it's not great, and you could have Tangrowth with Chlorophyll, although Chlorophyll Tangrowth is pretty bad. I wish Charizard got any pivoting move, but I'm kind of liking the look of Special Charizard just because his team seems kind of weak to it, right? Like, Screamtail doesn't want to be taking Weather Balls in the sun or Hurricanes. Keldeo, Scizor, Talonflame. This is bad. It's fine if Boulder comes in because I'm certainly going to have a Hippowdon that can force it out. And what else? Scarf Keldeo can threaten me. But that's kind of it. So maybe I go a Choice Scarf angle. For now, let's go Hurricane, Weather Ball, Flamethrower, Terra Blast. For now, let's just see how this plays. Let's check my other options. Flame Burst. That's worse than Temper Flare. That's interesting, but bad. Scale Shot, Scary Face. Hold Hands. How nice. Heat Crash. Probably just worse than Flare Blitz. Fire Pledge, Fire Spin. I wonder if I could trap Screamtail. Do I get Taunt? Of course not. Okay, special. So now I've created a universe of guys. And I can talk a little bit about, God, how long has this been already? It's been 49 minutes. I have 0 Pokemon. Okay, let's make a new team. Actual team. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a moment and come back and start putting some ideas on the page. All right, I'm going crazy here. So now that we've done the crazy, insane, put every idea down angle, I want to look at what might actually work. I know that sounds crazy. So I'm going to write down a couple of ideas of things that his team has that are really good into me, and how I can counter them. So Scizor, just super strong, bullet punch, shuts down like half my team. Bolt is really hard to deal with, thunderclap, and nothing kills it. Boulder is Boulder. Keldeo, Specs / Scarf is a problem. Politoed is okay into it with Water Absorb, not great. Donphan's Sturdy is annoying. Screamtail is honestly a huge problem. Talonflame. I mean, Talonflame is just Talonflame. It doesn't really do anything especially well. I'm going to have some options to shut down, so I'm not super worried about that. Tangrowth may be hard to get through, and then I need to watch out for Greedent Terra options. So let's talk about how I can deal with Scizor. I think that I like the idea of Charizard for sure. I think Charizard is pretty good into his team. I think that I like that really bad Politoed I came up with. The one with Hypnosis and Protect and Encore. I think it's an idea. I think that I need Hippowdon for Boulder. And for Donphan, maybe for Scizor. And then let's think of some of my other guys. So I've got... Does Charizard have a way of quickly boosting his speed and then being able to kill everything in the sun? Probably not. That's probably not something that's got on the table. I don't really like any of my Vanillex options because Scizor shuts them all down so well. What I want to check is Ninetales A in the snow against Scizor. Can I ever live a max attack bullet punch? I mean, just no, right? So let's say that I'm 252 bold. Let's say I do the weakness policy thing and somehow get set up and fire off a stored power. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. So Ninetales A is kind of hard to make work against the Scizor team. It's okay into Bolt, but then I just get Volt switched on. I think Screamtail outspeeds it. It could be helpful for... Is this gonna work? Screamtail probably has to speed creep Ninetales A, so it's probably gonna be running near max speed just so that he can outspeed everything on my team that's unscarfed. Yeah, so Screamtail's probably gonna be pretty near max speed. I kind of like the idea of doing the sun angle as well, because I have not run sun very much outside of that first week. I like reducing Keldeo's attacks. I don't love that Tyranitar, if I bring it, is going to have Sandstorm of its own, and then I won't have a lot of options for resetting. But what can I roll out immediately? So I don't like Vanillex in this matchup at all. Goodbye, Vanillex. I don't like Ninetales A in this matchup. So really what it's between here is Gigalith, Tyranitar, Passimian, and Pelipper. So Charizard and Ninetales are going to be the Fire Core. I don't mind either leading Politoed or going for an immediate Healing Wish with Ninetales. What I want to check is whether Mega T-Tar EQ kills Raging Bolt. No, but it would have +1. So the problem with T-Tar being my D-Dancer is that it does allow Iron Boulder in. But Iron Boulder can maybe get forced out. I don't mind T-Tar being the D-Dancer in the back. I'm trying to think if there's better moves. We need Dragon moves. Dragon Claw, it makes better. Fire Punch, knock off. This is kind of walled by Keldeo. I mean, not super walled by Keldeo. This team is kind of Keldeo weak. So maybe for my last guy, I do go Pelipper for the Keldeo. Keldeo check? That'd be funny. I wonder if that lets me... Okay. Of course not. Let's see, what was I doing before I got down this rabbit hole? Checking damage, chain damage. Tyranitar, let's say that I'm DD +1. Earthquake, knockoff, 5 punch. What am I taking out, what am I not taking out? Scizor, surely dies. Surely. Raging Bolt. Iron Boulder. Keldeo. Okay, yeah, so Keldeo I don't take out. Fan. Probably same, yeah. Screamtail. Okay, Screamtail doesn't take that as well as I thought it would. On Flame. Tangrowth takes that better than I thought it would. Malamar dies to knock off and Gradient. So this, you know, can open up a lot of his guys, and maybe, you know, maybe an angle here is I have this T-Tar and I DD, and he brings in Donphan, and I sack the T-Tar to the Donphan, and then I bring in Passimian and block it. That seems so convoluted. Okay, do I like these moves? I like being able to hit Bolt. I don't like not outspeeding it. Goodbye, Ninetales. I mean, what would I even bring to hit Keldeo? Do I get any psychic moves? And then do I get electric? Thunder Punch, probably. And then grass. I know I get Aurelius, but that's not especially good. So, Thunder Punch. How does this do against Keldeo? Okay. I mean, I don't love that, because I'm getting a knockoff, which is just good all around. That is insane. Okay, so that's not. Let's go with the policy. Water Absorb, Whirlpool, Protect, Hypnosis, Encore. Never XP in the Raging Bolt, which, oh man, that is so bad. I want to outspeed Talonflame. Do I care about outspeeding Talonflame? Let's outspeed Screamtail. Nice. Okay, 2 plus minus. You know, it's a meme, but it's a meme that might really open up his team. That's the best kind of meme. I don't really want Drizzle. Man, it sucks to not have... What else do I need to hit here? I don't know that I really want Choice Scarf, because I think that I'm always switching out of Iron Boulder anyway, because he can be faster than me. I think that Keldeo, I probably want the Terra Dragon. You know, I could just go Expert Belt. It's honestly pretty good. Terra Blast. I mean, this is pretty good into everything except for Screamtail. And Screamtail probably gets 2K'd in the sun. That's not too bad. It's the modest. What do I actually need to speed creep here? 75, a million, 70, 106. Do I need to speed creep anything? 273. This thing looks so stupid. This is going to be a Keldeo check. What does it actually need to be able to do? What's this Mon's goal? What's it coming in on? What's it evolving? I don't think there's anything Pelipper is good into in this team. I mean, honestly, like Keldeo, I guess it can Hurricane. I could run, you know what? I think I could run Choice Scarf here, and that might be okay. Do I want Drizzle? I'm going Triple Weather. I don't love that. I don't want to boost Keldeo. This is bad. No, this is bad. What am I doing? I should be Passimian. Okay, so I got a Sweeper. I got Breaker. I've got Hurricane with no rain. It's so bad. What am I hurricaning? I'm hurricaning Tangrowth, which I can Flamethrower. And I'm hurricaning Keldeo on the switch-in, and that's it. I kind of don't even want Solar Power because I don't want to lose the health. But you know, Healing Wish into Healing Wish ends the turn. Yeah. Okay, let's say that I get a workup. Terra Dragon, Terra Blast, Flamethrower, Weather Ball. Do we even want Weather Ball? Is that any better than Flamethrower, or should I just run Air Slash? I think it was Air Slash. What do I have? HP wise, 4. 2. Alright, let's run through it and see how this does. Scizor. That's not right. Oh. Scizor dies to Flamethrower at 0. And I take 40 from Bullet Punch. That's not max attack, but probably like 50. 50 before Terrain. Raging Bolt. Almost dies to Terra Blast. You know, that's not too bad. I kind of like that to be able to clean it up. Iron Boulder. Doesn't kill me, but I don't really touch either. Do I could run like Power Herb or something. I don't think that's worth it for both, because I'm always switching out on Iron Boulder. I'm always switching out on Iron Boulder. I'm bringing him out on for Iron Boulder. Keldeo. Keldeo dies to air slash. That's good. I take every hit, sort of. This is specs. Yeah, okay, so I take every hit. Gong Fan. It's fine. You know, +1. What am I doing? That's not bad. It's not killing me back. Scream Tail. Okay, I don't love that, but if I stay neutral... I mean, I don't know. I'm not doing well. I need a maybe better Scream Tail answer. Hopefully, Polytude traps it. Double encore. Insane. Talon Flame kind of walls me, but I don't really care because I think it's going to be Brave Birding and dying in 2. Tendereth, I'm sure dies to everything. Malamar. And green. So, Expert Belt. It is helping me get the kill on Raging Bolt. Helps me get the kill on Keldeo. And it doesn't really help me on anything else. His Scizor's going to die no matter what. Iron Bolt, Scream Tail, Talon Flame. Don't take super effective damage. Donphan doesn't take super effective damage. So I almost wonder whether I just want heavy duty boots. Yeah, I think heavy duty boots are better because I don't really need the Expert Belt damage for anything. If I get a workup, I'm going to kill the Raging Bolt anyway and kill the Keldeo anyway. And if I'm in solar power, then I'll definitely kill him anyway. So things that I'm weak to right now are Keldeo, Scream Tail. I don't have a great Raging Bolt matchup, so I'm a little weak to that. Boulder, I'm going to have Hippo. Scizor, I'm going to have Hippo, but it's probably not Toxic or some BS. But I have double fire. Lots of fire. I don't even know if... Well, I mean, he's going to make Scizor. It's to get into the ice types. So I'm still pretty weak to Keldeo. I still lose to Keldeo. Because it just sits there clicking Specs Sacred Sword and kills me. So, you know, maybe Passimine will become Helper. Do I have any other guys that... Yeah, Keldeo is a big problem. Does this kid Zen Headbutt? No. Under anything, grass, anything. Seed Bomb. Because if Keldeo is like a Calm Mind sort of set, I want to see if I can actually break through it. Not really. Yeah, right now Keldeo gives me a lot of problems. I like the idea of Dragon Dance Special because the speed will let me outspeed Keldeo and then kill it with Air Slash, I think. Let's run that calc again. Charizard, 2-2, Modest, item, sure, Reviolate, Air Slash, Keldeo. Doesn't quite get there. But it doesn't Sun. So I could... This +1 T-Tower kill. I'm all over the place. So if I get Rocks up, and then I get the Healing Wish, Heat Rock. I don't think I need Heat Rock. I think the Pro Tool score of Ninetales is better. Yeah. Boots, Scarf. The reason being, I mean, Charizard's not going to have that many Chinese in the sun, and I don't want it set up for too long because then Raging Bolt becomes a problem. I do always have the Tyranitar. Do I want Tyranitar to be more Spadef? That could help me out a little bit with Keldeo. But I'm still taking Aura Spheres. And then Ninetales, so let's say that I'm 252 Modest into, so Ninetales, Sunsetter, Twist Scarf, Tim, probably gonna wind up being Modest because of his speed tiers. Solar Beam. That's not great, but you know, it's kind of fine. And then I have this guy. Scarf into Screamtail. What am I doing with the Pump Shot? Do I get Iron Head? Iron Head might be more consistent. It is, but in a bad way. Pump Shot. Icky is pretty good from Hippo. The team is still so Keldeo weak. So if I bring the team as it is, I just need to be really, really careful around Keldeo and get it chipped down super early. I do have Water Absorb, and I can Encore it. He might bring Aura Sphere for T-Tar. No, he would bring Secret Sword, but he might bring Aura Sphere for, I don't know, hitting Pelipper, I guess. He might think the Pelipper is coming for the Keldeo because it does resist all its moves. That's kind of nice. But then if he flip turns into Raging Bolt on Pelipper, something's going to die. I think I'd rather have Politoed and just use it to go hard in on Keldeo and then try to Whirlpool trap something than rely on, what you would call it, winning the mind games with flip turn. Because he's been bringing Keldeo and he's just been flip turning on everything. And if I bring Pelipper and he sees it and I switch it into Keldeo, he's just going to flip turn out into Raging Bolt and kill something. I need to play more aggressively than just having a Pelipper that walls guys. So, you know, I think that I'm liking where this team is going. I don't think that I need Heavy Slam on Tyranitar here. I think that it's not going to be good as good as other options, because I guess it does want to KO Screamtail. That's kind of nice. And then if I have... Okay, let's look at what he might have. Donphan, I probably have to switch out on into Hippo or Charizard. Raging Bolt dies to +1. So I kill this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And then I'm walled by all the other ones. Do I get a dragon move? I do get a dragon move, but I don't think it especially helps me. Let me check if +1 Stone Edge kills Raging Bolt. Oh, it's so close. And then Iron Boulder probably dies to Heavy Slam. God. Hate this thing. Oh, but that means that Raging Bolt died. Not if it's booster, but if it's like Choice Specs or something, then it does die to knockoff after rocks. So I kind of like knockoff here. Knockoff Heavy Slam. That's really going all in on not being able to hit Keldeo, huh? Do I kill Talonflame with this? No. It's fully defensive Talonflame. I don't really care about killing Talonflame. I don't want that. I don't think he's going to bring... Well, if he does bring Tangrowth, I think I'm kind of fine into it. I also need to remember, too, that Drought is going to... is Dragon Dance or Sunny Day better? Dragon Dance. I also need to remember that this is going to reduce Keldeo's water moves. I think I just need to pick what I'm killing with T-Tar. I think knockoff, heavy slam, fire punch is pretty good. I think that I need to remove Donphan for the set to do anything. I think that if he switches in Keldeo, I just need to maybe accept that the best I can do is chip it. And that'd be fine, because Keldeo is such a threat. And if I chip down Keldeo with a +1 knockoff, then Passimian can maybe clean it up. Alternatively, I could run Thunder Punch. If I run Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, knockoff, knockoff, Fire Punch, Dragon Dance, Thunder Punch. These moves are so weak. Okay, +1, +1, 232, 24, and let's see how this looks. I want you over here. Okay. So this is like a maybe to a KO. But I can maybe also DD on the Thunderclap. And that's, okay, so that's maybe to a KO. Iron Boulder is a 1 KO, Keldeo. Okay, yeah, that's something. Donphan is a switch, or once it's chipped. Screamtail is a 2 KO with knockoff. Or potential 1 KO after Sand and Rocks. Talonflame. Who knows what it's going to be. Okay, possibly. Tangrowth, 2 KO, or switch. Malamar, surely dies to knockoff. Burrito probably takes a knockoff. Yeah. Okay, so that's a set. You know, it makes me a little less Keldeo weak. I maybe take 1 hit from Keldeo with Sand up. So what, 24, Keldeo? I mean, I definitely die to Specs, yeah. But I live every other hit. You got a Vacuum Wave, that'd be so annoying. Keldeo is such a problem. There's not that much I can do about Keldeo. I mean, I may lose to Keldeo with this team, but like looking at my other options, the other thing that I could do is I could put Pelipper on the squad. And I think Pelipper is just fodder for Keldeo to flip turn. I think he kind of might look at my team and get cute with flip turns. If he brings Calm Mind Keldeo, I may just lose to it. Unless I can encore it. But, you know, I've got sweeping potential here. I like the double scarf. What do I need to outspeed here? Probably want to outspeed Talonflame, just in case. You also want to outspeed Talonflame. So, what's the max speed? Talonflame, 36, so 37.5 is 258. There you go, buddy. 258. You probably want to be faster than +1 Scizor just in case. That's Trailblaze. Let's go Scizor Mega. 2 Valley. So I need to be, so 4 times 1.5 is 274. 313, okay, so I don't get Stealth Rock numbered. Politoed's got a set. And speed's fine. Charizard's got a set. 274. 355. 274. 258. So you're outspeeding. What is 258 outspeeding? Talonflame. Okay. So you got Talonflame. You've got the +1 Scizor. You've got the base Scizor. You outspeed Screamtail at +1. Now it's just what is my last move that I'm going to put on Hippowdon. I like Stealth Rock. I mean, I have 0 removal, which is a problem. But Ninetales is going to die quickly. Bissimian resists Stealth Rock and isn't going to take too many hits. Hippo resists Stealth Rock. Politoed's a meme. T-Tar is going to maybe get in once. And Charizard really just needs to open things up for T-Tar. Man, this team just is so weak. I like Whirlwind to force out the Boulder. I think Earthquake is just a solid move here into this squad. I mean, I hate running this very generic Hippowdon, but sometimes you run a couple crazy sets, and then you run a Rocky Helmet max defensive Hippowdon. Does 4 and Spit F help me live a Keldeo hit? Makes the roll slightly better. Not against Hydro Pump. Post item modest. Okay, sure, I'll put it in there. I don't think 4 in attack is going to make a difference. Sand Force I like over Sand Stream because I want the sun to stay up for Charizard, although I just need to be careful about the Raging Bolt. And I can always switch in T-Tar on the Bolt to switch. Okay, that's a team. Been an hour 22 minutes. The team kind of came together at the end there. I think this is a bad matchup for me. I think Raging Bolt and Scizor really constrain my team building. I think Screamtail, Donphan, Tangrowth are hard to break through, and I think Keldeo and Bulger put on a lot of offensive pressure. I have helped Ikana pick out a lot of these mons, and I'm regretting it now that I have to play him, because I think that some mons like Keldeo are just really good, especially in draft. But I think that I've got some really weird sets. I think this Politoed has a chance of incapacitating 1 or 2 of his guys. I think that DD Special Zard, especially in the Sun, has a lot of breaking potential. It's got decent attacks into his mons. I think it also has a good defensive type for Thunderclap and non-defensive type in Scizor. Ninetales, Scarf Ninetales, and Scarf Passimian give me a little bit of speed, although the speed control is not going to be that relevant because there's, for one, a lot of priority. Two guys who I can't outspeed if they get their speed boosts. And then a bunch of slow guys that I don't worry about as much. Tyranitar looks pretty good at breaking through. I think that Fire Punch, Thunder Punch knockoff is a weird combination of moves that he might not expect. I might see a Tangrowth to kind of counter T-Tar, but I've got Ninetales and Zard to deal with that, and even potentially Politoed if I get a good encore off on something like, I don't know, who knows. Maybe tries to mid-ground me with Earth Power and Iron Core. And then a kind of utility Scarfer to tie it all together. So we'll see how it goes. I thought that I would not make the playoffs, and now I'm in round 2 of playoffs, so I'm really happy with how this team's done. If this is the last that I play it, it's been a really fun season, and I'm bringing some sauce to the last game, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching if you've stayed with this 1 hour, 24-minute video, and we will see how I do.